Design and plan any LED wall shape and get instant complete reports for flawless installations. The intuitive drawing tool is integrated with automatic placement of manufacturer panel symbols based on a range of modes including freeform, aspect ratio, and builder. Assign video content, map power and data connections, or manually modify your LED wall panel layout as you want. You can create simple LED video walls for design concepting or previs in a matter of seconds, and then dive in for the more detailed technical planning needed to bring your design to life. Welcome to the second video of how to create LED walls in Vectorworks Spotlight. The previous video concentrated on drawing LED walls. This video takes you through the LED wall settings, styles, and setting up video playback. You can jump to specific sections of this chapter with these timestamps. There is a lot of capability in the LED wall preferences that you can leverage to set up LED wall styles to help you draw your LED walls. But what is an object style? A style is a method of saving tool or object settings so that you don't have to set them every time you want to draw or create that type of object. There are several preset LED wall styles that ship in our libraries, which can be used as a starting point. But the really powerful thing about styles is that you can create them based on your needs and the type of walls you typically draw. When you create a style, each of the settings can be set to by style or by instance using the toggles seen here. Anything set by style will be locked in the OIP and tool preferences. If you wish to change that setting, you'll need to convert the LED wall to unstyled if you only want to change your currently selected wall, or if you want to change all the walls using that style by editing the style in the Resource Manager. Using the right-click context menu commands, if you want to create a brand new style, you can either duplicate and then edit one of the existing from our library, or use the drop-down in the properties and select Create New Style from Unstyled option. Now that you have the basics of styles, let's have a look at the LED wall settings and how to use them. Open the Preferences, or if you have an existing wall, use the Settings button in the Object Properties and select Design Layout. You can use the Design Layout section of the Preferences as an alternate way to set up the basic drawing mode of the LED wall tool. The majority of the settings correspond directly to the related options in the Tool Mode bar, so when you set them here, the tool will display the same in the Tool Mode bar and vice versa. Two settings that are not in the Tool Mode bar are Aspect Tolerance, which is used to make it easier to match panel dimensions to your drawn wall when you're converting it to use panels, and Wall Thickness. And this is for concepting walls so that you can get a rough idea of the space the wall is going to take up. The active available options depend on the wall mode you choose, either in the tool before opening the preferences or in the wall mode drop-down. Including this in your style will pre-configure the basic draw mode and related settings, reducing the amount of setup time you need to do before you start drawing. By default, when you draw a new wall, a basic image is mapped to the wall so you can see roughly how it's going to look with content playing. But how do you set the wall up to use your own image or assign a video feed? You can preset the image in the visualization pane before starting to draw, or use the image settings section of the object properties to change them after drawing your wall, as we covered in Chapter 1. LED walls have 3 visualization control categories. Use the overall texture to control how the sides and back of the wall and panels are going to look. In the vast majority of cases, you can leave this with the default texture set. The image adjustments section controls how images and video content is mapped to your wall. Here you set the default image that will display when you first draw the wall, pixel pitch, control its basic scale, horizontal and vertical shift, and whether the image is going to tile. Because the screen image mapping controls how video content will be mapped to the wall, it's a good idea to only set the image by style, leaving the other values as set by instance, to make it easier for you to adjust. Setting up how your LED wall plays back video content is done in the final section of the page. Video content will only be displayed in Previs, so you'll need to activate Showcase when you want to check your settings. LED walls can play back any video that is assigned to them. Toggle File on and use the Select File button to assign your video file. If you have access to a media server or want to use NDI, toggle to Capture Device. You can have separate streams for each LED wall or set them to use the same. We'll take a look at how to select and assign video sources later. Again, like the image adjustment settings, you should be cautious about including video source settings in your styles and instead set them by instance, since you'll likely need to change these for every project. There are a variety of methods used to cable LED walls. Depending on the type of panels, the available power, and type of processors you have available to you. Use the specialized numbering options in the Data, Power, and Numbering page to assign panel IDs, set up data, and power cabling plans. Now, select the parameter you want to number in the Available Fields column. Move it across by double-clicking or using one of the arrow buttons. Assign a start number or letter, and how it will increment. Then use one of the direction patterns to control how the panels in your wall will be numbered. I'll hit Update Preview to see the results. To create data or power cable chain plans, you'll need to split your numbering into two parts. Let's use creating a data cable chain to see how this works. First, select the data circuit name parameter in the Use Field column. Set the start to 1 and enter 12 into the number of units/increment field. Leave the other settings at the default values, including the direction pattern. Hit Update Preview. This splits the panels into groups of 12, snaking backwards and forwards across the wall, from top left to bottom right. If you prefer a different pattern, select the corresponding pattern icon and update the preview to see how your choice has changed the grouping. Once you're happy with the data circuit name grouping, select the data circuit number parameter. Set it to start at 1. Change the limit drop-down to restart at 12. And the number of units back to 1. Make sure that you use the same numbering direction pattern as you chose for the data circuit name, and then update the preview. Repeat this process for your power cabling plan. LED wall numbering will be updated as soon as you exit the dialog, and you can renumber your wall whenever you want without impacting on other wall settings. A good way to display and document LED wall panel layouts and cabling plans is with data tags and live data visualization. Let's start with data tags. Before we dive into how to attach the data tags, you need to know what a data tag is. They are active labels that are linked to specific data fields or parameters of the object that is tagged. Because the link is active and bidirectional, tags will auto-update whenever a linked object's data changes and can be used to update the tagged object as well. Attaching data tags to your LED walls can be done at any point. Including them in your wall styles will add them to the wall as you draw. You can add data tags to the wall itself or to the individual panels that make up the wall. The process of adding tags is identical for both. Select the data tag you want with the appropriate resource selector and define which view it is orientated to. Wall tags have the ability to be orientated for 2D top plan, front and back views of the wall, while data tags linked to the panels can only be set for front and back views of the panels. The position grid sets where the tag will display on the wall or panel for the defined view. So let's add some tags. First, an overview tag to the wall as a whole, set to display in 2D. Select your tag in the wall section resource selector, toggle top plan in the set view, and position it in the position grid. The preview will display how the tag will be displayed on the wall. Once your tag is in the list, you can adjust its offset from the wall and the assigned classing. Each tag can be individually set to be part of a style or added by instance. You can add as many tags as you like. You just need to pay attention to their classing and positioning to avoid them overlapping. A useful trick when labeling power and data in your panels is to add 2 tags for each. The first tag displays an icon for power or data, and the second tag is displaying the data or power circuiting info. Positioning the tags in opposite corners like this creates easy to understand labeling for panel power and data cabling plans. If you include data tags in your wall styles, they will be auto-inserted when you draw. Now that your tags are set up, let's combine them with data viz to make your power and data plans really stand out. Live data visualization enables you to link object data to visual attribute overrides, such as pen and fill color. Displaying data this way makes it very easy to highlight and compare imported data, helping error checking and visually communicating important information with colleagues and customers. Open the Live Data Visualization dropdown and select New Data Visualization. Since this example is for data cables, call it LED Wall Data. Hit the Define Criteria button and change the criteria to Type is LED Wall. Toggle on includes subparts and all the look-in options. This makes sure the data viz will target individual LED wall panels. Now you can hit OK. Next, set the display criteria drop-downs to objects using parameter, LED panel, and then data circuit name. All the data circuits are now visible in the list and can be assigned colors. Either hit the Auto Color button to assign them, or double-click on each entry to manually assign a color. Once you're happy with the colors, hit OK, and the data viz will be applied to your walls. This, combined with data tags, helps you make easy-to-understand wiring plans. As well as setting up the tool preview and how flat panels connect with each other, you can define the standard classing of the various elements that make up your LED walls. Enter a prefix and auto-assign the classes using the button. Or if you have different classing requirements, manually map the elements. Including the class settings in your styles will help ensure that your design will be well organized. Once you're happy with your LED wall design and layout, how do you play video content on it? You need to activate the Showcase Previz rendering mode. Either hit F to quick search for the Start Showcase command, or hit the Power button in the Showcase palette. As soon as Showcase starts, any mapped video files will begin playing. One important thing to remember when using video files is that they will need to be remapped to the LED walls if you open your design file on a new computer. If you've set your walls up to connect to a capture device or NDI stream, then you'll need to select the video input for each wall. This is done using the Select Video Source command. Select an LED wall that you've set up to use a capture source. Either hit the F key to quick search for Select Video Source, or look in the Spotlight Showcase menu. Only active devices or NDI streams are displayed, so make sure that you have them set up and running before you run the command in Vectorworks. Once you've assigned the sources, start Showcase, and the LED wall will play the stream. The only limit to the number of videos and active streams is the hardware you are running Vectorworks on. A really useful feature of the Showcase palette is that it will show whether Vectorworks can see any incoming NDI streams. Now that you've seen how LED walls can be drawn and planned, you're ready to dive in and add LED walls to your designs. Explore Vectorworks today. For more information, please check out the Vectorworks University online help or the Vectorworks AI Assistant.